Hello. Hi. Hi. Welcome. Woo, this is crooked. Um, Today we're going to talk about tarot. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So I just woke up. I don't know if you can tell, but I definitely felt the full moon's energy just coming through. And I was like, I have to be on here. I have to give readings. I just felt this like, I don't know, this duty, this sense of just this need to basically share with you guys. I haven't been on here for a while. So today we're going to be talking about, you know, all these different things that you have on your mind. It's the full moon in Pisces we have with the super moon, which is really exciting. So I feel like there's a lot of this really creative and intense energy just surrounding us. And if we can harness it, anything is possible, really, because Pisces has a lot to do with the dream world. And when you have this moment of where you're thinking of your dreams, I feel like right now is the time where you can make them happen, where you can make them come true. So today I'm going to do one question only. So if anyone has a question they can ask, I will try my best to answer it. I just want to go over some things first. So, um, yes or no questions are tricky. If you ask me a really vague question, it's going to be I basically read the energy of a person. I don't necessarily read like those finite yes or no things. So I'm probably going to read the energy of the situation back to you. But other than that, I'm excited. If it is a prediction, remember the future is always changing. Nothing is set in stone, but I'll be reading based on the current energies now in the present. So I'm very excited. Yeah, I mean, we all have free will, so you can do what you want with this information. You can change it, you can work on it. That's why I love psychics, right? Because when you go to a psychic, you're not there to be told what's what. You're basically getting answers so you can change your destiny, you can change your future. So I'm very excited. Um yeah, I just feel all this like intense full moon energy coming through. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free to comment. I've been dealing with COVID, so I'm over it now, but that's why I haven't been on here for a while. So, yeah, there's a new astrology video coming through on Thursday. So that'll happen. And also, I will be prioritizing anyone who donates. So that will be at the top of my list. But as people filter in, I will probably read people that are um, basically I'll focus on one reading at a time, and I'm gonna just kind of try to um, whatever questions come up when I'm done are done. That's what I'm gonna do. Name here. Hi. Welcome. Do you have a question for me? What's coming through for me next? Ooh, okay. I love that question because I think that's what everyone kind of wants to know right now. Okay. So, okay, I actually see someone coming in and wanting to help you, wanting to guide you. This could be in a career opportunity, this could be in like a creative endeavor, but I'm seeing somebody wanting to like maybe support you financially or just offer you guidance, offer you support. It's interesting. So I feel like if you've been waiting for this kind of support or someone to kind of come in and help you, it could be a mentor or a teacher. Let me see. Let me kind of ask further. But I feel like this is a time where you're supposed to really be working on your career, working on your dreams and your projects. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. I also feel like this is also a very emotional time. I think that a lot of the energy that you've been experiencing has been misplaced. It's almost like you're directing it in all the wrong places, and it's about putting it into the passions that matter to you. You might have been really getting carried away emotionally. And I just feel like things are now kind of coming into a place where you can finally accept help. You can finally receive and accept any kind of, exciting new endeavors that are coming your way, opportunities. I feel like someone will maybe approach you, or they already have, where you're finally in a place where someone might actually start believing in you, because I feel like you've been having trouble believing in yourself. Things may feel messy. And I also feel like you haven't had a lot of support from your loved ones. So this is going to come from an external source. What, how do you feel about all this? I just want to make sure that this is beneficial to you. Because I do feel like there's also love coming through. I see someone who could become your partner, or who is your partner, just like basically picking up the things that you're not capable of taking care of. And I'm also seeing that even though maybe your plans are falling through, I feel like there's a lot of energy just of people that are coming into your life. I feel like there's new people coming into your life, new people that want to celebrate you, that see your potential where other people haven't been able to. So, yeah, that's a start. Does this resonate, name here? I want to make sure. Because I am seeing just so much creativity and abundance, but I feel like things just haven't been working out as well for you. And now is the time where people are actually going to come in. Right. That's true. But I mean, if there's something, I feel like there is, like, you're on this path of manifesting your dreams. I feel like there's a lot of things that you've been trying, and maybe you just haven't reached your big break yet. But I feel like this is the time for you. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, but obviously some things might resonate and come through for you. But I am seeing, I do feel like someone that is your equal. I feel like there's a love interest of some kind that may be like your biggest cheerleader, maybe supporting you. And I feel them coming through. Yeah, well, I just feel like this person is coming into your life. I feel like there's someone who's trying to support you, financially, or who wants to support your dreams and uplift you coming through. So that's basically, what I'm seeing for you as far as, what's next. So this is a really powerful time for you if you're trying to manifest creatively, because I feel like this is the time where you're going to get that boost and that support. Yeah. Okay, on to the next one. I feel like that answered. I mean, that was a pretty good good news if you ask me. Not everyone would be so lucky, but I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. Are people supporting each other like an everyday thing? No, it's more for like a career, like a project. I feel like there's something taking off for you as far as like creative projects. Um, yeah. So these are just like sample one question readings. So if you want to dive deeper, you can always book a reading with me and we can, look into that. But that's what I'm seeing for you through the cards. All right. So let's see. Um, so next question that I see here. Let's see. What is Alex M's next actions towards me? Okay, T Low. What is Alex M's? Are you there, Tilo? I want to make sure that you're there before I. answer. Okay, I don't see anything. So Valencia, you're here, right? Oh, we'll do Tilo first, okay? All right, so Tilo, yes, still here. Okay. So what is Alex M's next actions towards me? Wow. I feel like there's history that this person needs to revisit with you. I'm seeing that I feel like they've been trying to come through to you, but I feel like for some reason it hasn't been getting through. Let me see what I can get with the tarot cards, because with the Weaver, I feel like this is about rediscovering, who you are together. There's a sense of like, I don't even see you guys being, it's almost like you guys have a history. I'm seeing you guys have a history. There's a story behind it. And I feel like intentions may not be the best. I feel like there's a lot of like, not toxic energy, but it may not be as healthy. I feel like there might be an obsession going on. Maybe you might be feeling like you can't stop thinking about it. You can't stop, it's almost like you feel, yeah, I just feel like you're kind of obsessed with this situation, and it's almost about taking a step back and seeing, who you are without this person in your life. And I feel like this person really needs to somehow, come through and step up for you, but also recognize that there's more here. There's more to the story. I feel like your story is not over with this person. I'm definitely seeing that there's like a melancholy. Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's a melancholy here. Like, it's almost like this person definitely has you on their mind, but it may not be in the healthiest way. And I feel like it's about starting fresh. I'm getting this desire to start fresh, this desire to like transition into something better than you were with this person. Yeah. I'm just going to pull one more card and see. I definitely feel like there's some anger, some resentment coming on. Maybe there's this need to control, like this person feels the need to be in control, or this person feels the need to like, I just feel like they're holding on to something and it's not healthy. And until you can kind of take a step back and focus on yourself and look at your own story, you're not going to get anywhere. And I feel like this person really has been thinking about you. It's like it's hard not to. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Wow. Yeah, it's a very intense kind of aggressive energy. So I'm hoping that things resolve for you. Okay, Cindy, how will Brian feel when he sees the Instagram notes I made for him? Wow, that was bold of you. I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Tilo, for tuning in. If anyone wants to book a reading with me, you can always do that. ZoeThePsychic.com. I can go much deeper than this. This is just, for those of you who really just need your answers right now. Okay, so Cindy, back on track. I try to focus on one person at a time, but there's so much energy from everyone else coming through. Okay. How will Brian feel when he sees my Instagram notes for him? Ooh. I feel like for some reason Brian is anxious. I'm seeing him kind of maybe getting a little too anxious about the situation, almost like I just feel like he doesn't really know what to do with himself. I just feel like mentally, it's almost like seeing your messages might be causing him some kind of anxiety. I want to dive deeper into that because that is a very, you know, vague kind of sensation, but I'm automatically getting nervousness, almost like this person is just I feel like he doesn't reciprocate the same feelings you do. I'm getting this card. I hope that you can forgive me one day. It's almost like he doesn't want to tell you, but how he really feels, but it's like he doesn't feel the same way as you. He doesn't, I feel like he's going to feel a little bit taken aback by them. So I'm not, I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but I just feel like, you know, yeah, I just feel like there's this sense of, and maybe that forgiveness could represent something else, but I'm sensing that he's very anxious about it. Like, let me see further what the tarot have to say with this. I like to pull a variety of cards because I get so many different messages. Okay. I'm getting some recognition. It's like I see you. Like this person is like, I finally kind of recognize what we have. I recognize this, but I'm not ready. And I hope that you can understand. I hope you can understand. I feel like the priorities are kind of all over the place. There's a sense of needing to find balance, needing to find like ease. And I feel like this is causing a lot of distress. It's almost like things are not the way they were. And I just feel like it's going to be very difficult to go back. It's almost like causing some kind of fear. Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see the busyness, but I also feel like emotionally, I also feel like this person might be very guarded when it comes to their feelings. It's almost like they don't want to give themselves over. They don't want to like it's almost like they're tentative, you know? And I feel like he feels bad about something, but I'm just seeing it not coming through the way you want. Um, but I feel like there's a sense of acceptance that needs to come through on your end as well. Let me see if I can get some advice from the cards too, because for your sake, I don't want you to feel like you don't have any closure from this reading. I feel like you also have a lot of there's some resentment or anger that you're harboring, and you might not be facing that. And I feel like Bri- Brian did more to you. I just feel like there's a sense like you've been hurt, and you're holding on to this, but you're trying to act cool. You're trying to act like everything's okay. But I do feel like you need to, fight in a way. You need to go after what you want. I feel like there's a sense of you're trying to be the better person, the better it's almost like you're trying to be the one. Yeah, I just feel like you need to unleash your feelings a little bit, Slay them all with the dragons. I just feel like you have so much pent up because you are a good person. You are that person. Yeah, you're meant you've always known that you're meant for good things. I feel like you deserve to be treated that way too. And I feel like if you're the only one going the extra mile, you clearly put a lot of thought into this. I just feel like the cards are telling me like harness that energy that you have because it's not just going to go away and you can bring that into whatever conflict you have with them. But yeah, I feel like he's also trying to like stay on his high horse. It's almost like he's trying to be it's like he's trying to act like everything's okay, but he actually on the inside is there's some nervousness, some anxiety. So, yeah. I hope that was helpful or offered you some clarity, Cindy, because it was heavy, but I'm only doing one question today. Sorry about that. It's just to give everyone a fair shot. You're welcome to book a reading with me if you have more questions on the situation and dive deeper. But that's all I'm going to answer today. Thank you so much for stopping by and being here. Okay. Joanna Jones, can I get a career reading? I am looking for a job that I haven't been getting any calls back nor interviews. I know Spirit wants to keep hope, but it's hard. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can understand how frustrating that must be. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Let me just make sure you're still here, Joanna. Are you here? Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. I feel like it's almost like you're overqualified and you're underqualified for the jobs you're applying to. I feel like you haven't found the right one. There's a sense of wanting to do something that you may need to do more like work for. Like you may need to work on. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. I feel like there are consequences, like maybe there was something you didn't finish, like maybe it was school or maybe it was I just feel like there's a sense of you're not ready. It's like you're trying to do things that are not like for that are not really resonating with the work. It's interesting. I feel like you need to narrow down what you actually want and really put all your effort into that. Like don't put I feel like you're kind of spreading yourself too thin. You might be trying to put a lot of energy into other things and it's almost like you're just incapable of really achieving that sweet spot when it comes to work. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'm getting this need to like support other people and at the same time try to do work that you may not be ready for, you may not be qualified for. It doesn't mean that you're not good at what you do, but I just feel like maybe the jobs you're applying for, they're like above they're not supporting you. They're not going to support you in the way you want and I just feel like you're also not able to yeah, it's like you need to learn. I know. I know, but I'm going to try to give you some more clarity because I don't like leaving you there. Okay, I am getting that you are spreading yourself very thin. I feel like you're taking on a lot more than you need to carry. It's almost like in your life, things are just becoming so burdensome, so heavy. Let me see what else I can get. Yeah, and I feel like the amount of stuff that you are doing on yourself, like that you're is being put on you is kind of making it really difficult for you to see your path. I feel like you're not really honoring your path and what you're actually good at and what you actually need to do. I feel like your priorities are off and there are consequences that happen, maybe things that you did in the past that might be coming up. Yeah, I just feel like you have so much on your shoulders, you know? Um and also I feel like you're juggling a lot from other people, like a lot of negativity is coming through. And I think that this is about you. This is your journey. You know, this is about you doing what's right for you and not letting other people, walk all over that. And I just feel like you have what it takes, but it's almost like you're getting in the way of yourself. And I feel like the past is also getting in the way for you. So I definitely think that you can I don't know if you're I'm getting a lot of like nurturing energy from you. Like maybe you tend to take care of other people or you kind of have this like I don't know if you're a mom, but I feel like you have like a lot of responsibilities that have to do with maybe taking care of other people or family. And I'm getting that your feminine energy needs a lot of nurturing. So focus on developing that on, instead of being like all about action, also about attracting these opportunities because I feel like you're putting yourself out there. Like I just feel like you're doing so much. And it's like instead of doing, you have to be being. And that can be frustrating. Yeah, so I just feel like you kind of take on this role though of being kind of like a mom. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's just this maternal kind of like nurturing energy. I feel like you have such a good head on your shoulders and you're so kind and caring, but I just feel like you need to kind of figure out how to rein it all in and bring it back to you and focus on that receiving energy. Focus on that, that magnetism that you have. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that helped. Yeah. Hi, Kelsey Wells. Welcome, welcome. Okay. May I know what are Jay's current feelings for me? We went on our third date. Wow, congrats. But I said some weird things to scare him off because I got scared of vulnerability. I feel you. That's not fun. I'm sure it's going to be like, I feel like, when that happens, we tend to get so in our heads about things. So let's see what the cards have to say. All right. What are Jay's current feelings towards me? Wow. Okay. I feel like they haven't fully walked away yet, but I feel like they're contemplating it. I feel like it's kind of in this in between stage. So I'm curious to see. Let me see. Yeah, I just feel like he doesn't really know what he wants. There's a sense of, I don't know what I want. I feel like confused about the situation because I was really hitting it off with this person, but I also feel like maybe I should just like go. So I feel like you're not in the, if you wanted to resolve things with this person, I'm getting that this person is still open. They're open minded. Let me see if I have any messages here. I feel like they're trying to move on, but they can't. I'm literally getting, I bury myself in work to forget you. Like it's almost like this person is trying to move forward, but I feel like you left such an impression. And I don't think that your words are enough to scare them off, but you do have to resolve it if you want to move forward. Like you can't just like, you do have to try to be very open and honest. Yeah, I know it's scary too to put your heart on the line like that. This reading looks like it's really in your favor. I feel like there's a sense of like all of this crazy chaos that you're feeling right now, this like inner turmoil, it's going to move forward. It's temporary. And I feel like you can get through this, you can overcome this, but it's going to be up to you to act on it. This person isn't going to just stick around. Owls have a lot to do with wisdom. And I feel like if you put your foot in your mouth, you can still, I feel like this person knows that there's more to you. And I just feel like you can move forward. You can get through this. This is a very positive message because it's like this person isn't over you. They want to be over you because they're not really sure what to do next, but I feel like they haven't forgotten you. So, yeah, it's good news. Okay, Valencia, what are Pharrell's current feelings towards me? Okay. What are Pharrell's current feelings towards me? Thank you, Kelsey. Mm, all right, so I'm going to actually pull. I feel like there was some kind of fallout or like this person doesn't want to be in your life, but I do feel like it's up to you to go out and like resolve it. I feel like there's a sense of there was conflict. It's almost like you guys were doing well, but I feel like there's like you need to be able to go out and kind of mend the fence is what I would say. Let me see if I have more. I feel like they have a lot of like you're still on their mind. I feel like there's a sense of like I'm constantly thinking of you. I'm constantly feeling about you. Like I'm sensing that you have not moved on from them. There's a sense of like remorse almost like they feel like you were one of the like most amazing partners for them or people for them in their life, but I feel like it's like they're trying to move forward and they can't. And I feel like they genuinely don't think that they could do better than you. Yeah. I'm getting messages like you were the best thing in my life. That's like that's a lot. I feel like this person really does care about you, but it's almost like they're not going to try to mend the fence. Mm, yeah. Let me see if I can get any messages about fixing it because I love this. You can always rewrite the story, you know? I feel like if you've painted yourself in a bad light or them in a bad light, like this is your story. No one can take that from you, and I feel like you have so much power in this situation. So you need to, go out there and basically like I said, you have to take control and not let anybody take away your narrative, take away your voice. I feel like that's the only way forward if you want to, be with this person. So, yeah. Yeah, I feel like whatever fallout you had, it's going to be up to you to mend it. You can't wait for them to contact you. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's up to you whether you want to, continue that situation, but if he's lacking communication, like that's something you're going to have to take into your own hands. You have to be like, you have to express yourself. You have to create this relationship and that might not suit you in the end. You might think, "Oh my god, I don't have, all this power. I don't have that and I don't want to be the only one putting the effort in." So you have to decide if you're okay with that, you know? But yeah, definitely powerful news. I mean, so thank you, Valencia. Remember, if anyone wants to book a reading with me, they can on my website and go deeper, zoethepsychic.com. And I will be prioritizing people who donate. Oh, welcome, Ari, the Aries princess. Welcome back. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Zoe. There's a Virgo Libra cusp I'm interested in. Where do you see it going? If not, what zodiac sign do you see me marrying? So I can only answer one question today. So I'll go ahead and answer the where do you see it going? I feel like it's almost not going anywhere. I feel like there's a sense of I'm just seeing the end. I know that's not the most positive thing, but in the direction that it's going, the energies that I'm reading, I feel like it's almost like over before it begins, which is interesting. But what I want to see is how you can overcome that. Like, if you want to be with this person, how can you move forward? I think that would be more, I feel like that would be better instead of stopping there. Don't want to leave you like that. Okay. So, what I'm getting here is that this person, there's a lack of maturity that I'm seeing coming through. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with their growth and their need to like learn from their own mistakes. It's almost like the reason that I see it not working out has more to do with them not being ready or not being in a place in their life. And I also feel like there are very strong boundaries that need to be set. I feel like this person's standards are really high. And that happens a lot with Virgo Libra cusps. I feel like they expect a lot more sometimes than you want, than you would appreciate. You're like lower your standards a little bit just because they're not realistic, and I feel like I feel like this person has a lot of attention on them. Maybe there are other people that try to pursue them, but I feel like there's a sense of limbo. Like it's almost like they're not going to budge because they're on their high horse. They're like putting they have very high standards, high expectations. And I just feel like it's going to be about, you might even have to just be patient and wait, because I feel like this isn't going to go anywhere based on what I'm looking at, based on the way the energy is already going. I feel like deep down what is going on. Like deep down what is really happening, but it's almost like you just need that confirmation, because it looks like that this person is like almost like passing. I feel like they're passing through. And this interest, I feel like it's not going to take hold of you. I don't see this person as like a soulmate. I don't see any soulmate energy. And I am going to answer your second question because I just feel like I can't leave you like in this situation. So let me see what I see. Okay. So automatically we have, I could see you with a Leo Virgo cusp. I'm also seeing, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, but also Taurus. Could also be a Taurus, Gemini cusp of energy. So I feel like that's those are the energies to look out for. So I'll stop there. But you're welcome to book a reading with me if you'd like to dive deeper into your love journey. But thank you so much for stopping by. It's good. Now you can move forward. It's like you kind of know where to spend your energy, because I feel like this is just the beginning. All right. Let's see. Alicia, will things get better between me and Aries? And I'm just reading whatever I see next, okay? I'm trying not to, I'm letting things flow today. Okay. Alicia, are you still there? I just want to make sure before I continue. Thank you so much, Bruce. Okay. Will things get better for me between me and M? Wow. I feel like this is just the beginning for you, honestly. I feel like you have so much to learn about each other, but it's almost like you have to have your own journeys first. I feel like things will definitely, like a new pathway's opening up. And I feel like you're going to reach a new level with this person. I actually do. Things are not over. I actually feel like there's a lot of mental space being put on this. I want to be more than friends. I feel like this person wants you. They want to be in your life, and they know that being your friend or being, whatever kind of situation is just not enough. I feel like they want more. This is not meant to just stay where it is. So, this is a really positive reading. I want to just see what you should take away from this. Okay. I feel like this person has known for a long time what they want. And I feel like they're finally seeing you as who they want. There's a lot of discovery, a lot of new, like, exciting pathways opening up that you can explore with this person. I also feel like there might be this need to dominate, like, there might be kind of a power imbalance here that I think needs to be acknowledged. It doesn't necessarily need to be changed, but I feel like this person knows what they want, and I feel like they're happily ever after, and they kind of need to be able to include you in it. So I hope this makes sense, Alicia. I feel like there is so much here to explore with this person. I just think that it can't stop here. There has to be more. They want more. But, you know, it's up to both of you to actually like get going and like make it happen. So, yay. All right. Okay. Okay. Just need to drink so my vocal cords don't die. I have very weak vocal cords. Okay. Kitty Pelotas. Hope that's how you say it. I moved to another city and I was meeting someone where I formerly lived. Do I let him go or still hope to reconnect again? Okay. Well, that's exciting. Okay. Just to be clear, Kitty, are you still there? Just want to make sure. Okay. Um, Interesting. I feel like there's a lot of boundaries that need to be set because I feel like if you do meet this person again, there's going to be like a lot of questions about how much time you spend with them, how much of yourself you give to them. I feel like there's this, it's almost like you're getting swept up in them. So I am seeing them in your life, but I feel like they're not right. I feel like right now it's more about taking care of you and honoring your self-worth, honoring like how much you matter to you. I feel like you have gotten lost in this situation almost like this person maybe took you away from yourself. It's interesting. I don't know if this person is with someone right now because I'm seeing like another presence around them, like they might be in a relationship or they might be, I feel like you might have, you know, that they're into someone else. It's interesting. Just because you have history doesn't mean that it's going to be the same, you know? And I feel like the messages I'm getting is that you need to focus on your self-worth. You need to pay attention to you because this person may not have your best interest at heart. I feel like they're going to come back in your life, but the question is, do you actually want them in your life? Because I just feel like I'm seeing them with someone else. I'm seeing them not taking you or your self-worth seriously. It's almost like you're trading something for them. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, it never could happen or but it just feels like, do you actually want it to happen? I understand, but I just feel like you have there's some mixed messages going on. I feel like you might have also been with someone else. I just feel like this person, it's like you're not, your timelines are not aligning. And so, yeah, I don't see it happening in the way you'd like. I feel like you are a very strong, powerful person. You know, like you're a very strong, powerful woman who is, you just need to see that strength in yourself And I feel like this is your time to shine. I honestly feel like this is a new chapter for you. This is not the time where you deal with like immaturity or people who don't value you. And I just feel like this person doesn't value you the way you need to be valued. And I feel like it would almost be like you're giving up something if you're with them. This is a really interesting time for you where you might even thrive more single than you would like. It's almost like you have to build this relationship with yourself. So that's what I'm seeing, Kitty. So the question really is not, whether you're going to reconnect with them. The question is, do you want to reconnect with them? And that's a question only you can answer. Does that make sense? Because that's the message that I'm seeing. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. I feel like this opens a whole new door of possibilities for you. And I think you have to recognize how incredible you are as a human being and not let anyone take up any space, you know, that doesn't belong to them. Okay, Ari, welcome, welcome. I see you. I see you. Okay, why do I keep coming across men who are always looking for the next best thing, playing the field, instead of men that actually want to commit and focus on one woman? Oh my God, preach. Yes. Okay, let me see. Wow. I feel like you are so focused, though, on your external reality. And I think this is like about bringing awareness to who you are on the inside. I feel like there's a lot you're not recognizing about yourself, a lot you're not noticing. And I also feel like there's a lot of focus on external qualities, like maybe physical qualities. I feel like, you know, attraction is very important to you. I'm getting like a sense of needing to be very physical with someone or needing to like I'm seeing like the power of touch being very important to you. And I feel like it's been hard for you to find like maybe that internal reality matching up with the external reality. And I think I'm not saying like you need to change or anything, but I feel like there's also like recognition that needs to happen and awareness within yourself. I also feel like you're not attracting people who are like who share the same passions as you. And I think that's an issue too. I feel like you need people who are also kind of similar in the passions, like the hobbies, the things that are fun, the things that you love to do. And I also feel like I'm seeing like friendships becoming crossing lines. There's like boundaries being crossed with friends. And I feel like not being able to maintain that is actually not a good thing. So I just think that a lot of this comes down to your awareness and your sense of like how you see the world and how you're able to connect with other people who align with your passions and align with your truth. I think that, when the dolphin comes up, a lot of the time it reminds us that we're not seeking love in the right areas. I feel like you have to definitely find love. Like you like to play volleyball, go to a volleyball court. You know what I mean? Like I feel like try to find people who actually match your aspirations and your hobbies. And I think you're not really looking in the right places as well. But I feel like it more has to do with a level of awareness than anything that's wrong with you or with this person. It's more like opening your eyes. And I'm actually seeing an epiphany coming through, like you realizing something about yourself in your dating life. Like I feel like there's a wake up call you're getting. It's interesting. Um, and I also feel like there's going to be a sudden change for you, it's almost like you have to heal. Yeah, I'm getting like this healing change. It's almost like there's this wake up call, this need to change, this epiphany coming through. It's going to be very sudden. It's almost like an awakening where you're like leveling up. It's intense. But I'm also seeing that whatever you're experiencing right now, like the challenges, it's temporary. I actually see you meeting someone, and I feel like this is going to happen fairly soon, but it won't happen if you can't like have that level of awareness. Does this make sense to you? I just want to make sure I'm making sense because I feel like it's really hard for me to tell you exactly like it's hard for me to tell you exactly like um what epiphany you're going to have. Like that seems like something very internal to you. Why do I keep coming across men always leading to the next best thing? Yeah. I just feel like the men you're coming across, you're not really seeking them in the right places. And I also feel like you're not aligning with your hobbies and your passions. So I think you should focus more on that. I hope that this helps. I do feel like these men that you have in your life, I feel like the ones that have kind of walked all over you or not really been honest with you, I'm actually seeing karma coming through for them. So I just feel like you're going to meet the person you want. I feel like the universe is on your side, even though it may feel like it hasn't been. There's a lot of coming forward for you, and I just feel like with love, first, when the sun reverse comes up, it's like there's so much cloudiness covering the sun, but the sun is always there. We can still get sunburn when it's cloudy out. Okay. So I feel like you're going to move forward and that those clouds will part and everything will be okay. It's going to work out. But yeah, it's exciting. Yeah. Well, I can tell you that they will. All right, who's next? Thank you for tuning in. I hope they do. Okay. Krishna, are you still here? Whoever answers me next. Remember, guys, you can always book a reading with me on my website, zoethepsychic.com. Okay, Krishna. Okay, I hope I'm saying this right. Satya's true feelings for me. Okay. So I feel like the feelings are in the negative right now. Let me see what else the cards have to say. I feel like this person doesn't really accept you as you are. It's like they want you to be someone else, but you are your own person. And I just feel like it's almost like they feel like you're not good enough for them, which is total BS. You are good enough for them. But I just feel like they see you kind of as a step down, which is not nice. So I don't like that from them. Let me see what else I can tell you. And I feel like they recognize that there's a lot of insecurities like, I feel like they're not capable of being vulnerable and open with you in the way that you deserve. And I'm just seeing that this is not something that is coming to fruition for you, because I also feel like you're a very emotional being, and I feel like you have like such a big heart. I'm getting like a lot of love, a lot of like sensitivity, and I feel like you deserve so much better than this. This person isn't putting in the effort is what I'm seeing. I also feel like they're kind of not stimulating enough for you, and I feel like the partner that will come into your life is going to be very stimulating and very exciting. I'm seeing a very exciting person coming through for you. So I don't see this person liking you the way you want, unfortunately. I feel like they are feeling like they failed in a way. There's a sense of like, yeah, they don't see you. And I do think that you have so much more to give, and so much you could do so much better, honestly, but that's my own personal opinion. Obviously, you do what you want with it. It's not my place to tell you what to do. But I am seeing that this person doesn't see you. They don't get you. And I think you deserve so much more, you know. I'm angry for you. So, yeah, I just feel like this person needs to be able to be vulnerable and really give you their whole heart, and I don't see that happening. But you are such, I feel like you're such a loving, caring person. So, okay. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps, some clarity. But I do see some love coming through for you. I feel like there's definitely love for you right around the corner. Okay. No name. Hello, Emanuela. Welcome, welcome. Okay, no name 20, 123. Oh, thank you, Krishna. I'm glad that it was helpful. Okay. Hi, Will Sudam and I have a reunion. Okay. Will Sudam and I have a reunion. Let me see. Yes, I do see a reunion. No name, are you still there? Just want to make sure before I continue. Okay. So, yeah, I see, but I feel like divine timing is at play. So I feel like your timing has not been good. Like, I feel like this is the time where things will fall into place for you. So, yeah, I do see that that has to happen. Um, and yeah, I feel like you're going to have this reunion. So that answers the question. Good. Hi, welcome, Vinay. Welcome back. Okay, let me see. So, Cindy, good morning. I don't understand your question, unfortunately. So, I'm going to skip it for now. Okay. Oh, I see. I was like, what is like 14? I was like, are you 14 years old? Okay. I would like to know Christopher's feelings. Uh, how does Christopher feel about me? Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, no, no, no. It's okay. Okay. I feel like Christopher is caught up in his own world. I don't feel like he's very empathetic towards you right now. It's interesting because I feel like it's not even about you. It's like his own, he's got a lot going on. And I feel like there's a sense of wallowing. It's almost like he's he's feeling down. He's feeling like maybe he was really trying to move on, but I feel like there's a sense of like I can't move on. But it's almost like he wants to just move forward. I just feel like he wants to move forward. He wants to go forward, and it's like he can't really do that because he's in his own world. I feel like his mental health is something that has held him back for some reason. Let me see what else I can get. I'm getting, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. I feel like there's a sense of stubbornness. Like this person is very stuck in their ways and they don't want to meet you halfway. You know, they don't want to like, yeah, I just feel like they don't want to meet you halfway. I feel like there's a lot they're holding on to, and it's like they don't want to share. They don't want to share their life with you. So it's not like they never cared about you, but I just feel like, yeah, things are very complicated. They're very caught up in their own world. I feel like they're kind of playing the victim for some reason. It's almost like they don't have that attraction because it's like they're so caught up in their own feelings, their own, negativity. And I feel like I feel like there's so much giving like on your end. It's almost like there's an imbalance in how much you give of yourself. There's like so much energy or so much you're spending. I don't know if you were supporting this person financially, like because I'm getting a lot of like materialism, like you putting a lot out there on the line for some reason. I feel like there's a sense of like this person is just very stubborn. They're stuck in their ways. I don't see it changing anytime soon. And I think that they are kind of like, I don't know how hard it was to let you go. I just feel like I need to keep going. And I just feel like they don't want to revisit or they don't want to even question it. So, yeah, I'm sorry about this situation. Let me see if I can get any more things. Yeah, okay. Well, what this just shows me, you already have the answers. I feel like you know deep down that this person isn't for you. I think you're holding on to something. And it's really important for you to be able to like let it go because I'm seeing that this person isn't going to give you the things that you need. I feel like you do know deep down what is best for you. And it's almost like you just need that confirmation. Yeah, I don't see him doing that. See, I feel like you know deep down that this is your journey and he's not on your journey. I feel like this path is yours right now. And I actually feel like you've been putting so much effort and energy into this person. And it's almost like the cards are telling you to just, you know, relax, like unplug, you know? I think that this is just the time for you to really focus on loving yourself and stop giving your all to this person. I'm just seeing them sucking your soul. I don't know. It's like your energy is very, I could see them being an energy vampire. I feel like they're not focused on the right things. Their path is very focused on what's, if they can't see it or have it, it's like they don't want it. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. But I do feel like this is time for you to take a break and reset. It's almost like a reset button, you know? Yeah. Détends-toi. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't feel like there's a chance with him. I feel like he's not going to give you, it takes two to tango. It takes two in a relationship. It takes two. And I just feel like he's like a sloth. He's not going at your speed, and I feel like he's not going to try. So I feel like he's moved forward. It's almost like whatever time you had has passed. Yeah. De rien. Okay. Sorry I couldn't have given you better news, but I hope that, you take the cards into consideration about, yeah, just about like slowing down and, focusing on you here so you can attract the love you really deserve. Bonne chance. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let me see. What are the thinkings of Ayushi? She lives in front of my house. She was my friend, but I stopped talking to her. Okay. Interesting. Interesting scenario. When you said she lives in front of my house, for a sec I thought, is she homeless? Like, but all right, so I feel like this person has a lot of creativity. Like they're very artistic. And I actually feel like they have a lot to say to you. But I also feel like whatever opportunities there were surrounding you, I feel like it's almost like you both have kind of forgotten about them. Perhaps there was something that you were trying to do with them. I feel like there's more here, but yeah, I just feel like this person is very unique. Like they're very creative. They have this very strong energy and aura. And I feel like there's a lot that they haven't told you. There's a lot that they have to tell you. It's almost like you don't actually know who they really are on the inside. Um, and if you ever wanted more to happen with them, you would have to be able to know that about them. They have to be able to tell you who they really are. And I feel like they've hid that from you. They've taken the opportunities for you to get to fully know them away. So that's how I'm seeing their thinking about you. I feel like there's stuff they want to tell you, but I feel like you don't actually know them fully. There's a lot that they're hiding. Interesting. So I guess they're not, as good a friend maybe as you thought. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like she doesn't think that she has a that she's not telling you. Things from the past. I feel like she's afraid of what you'll think. I'm afraid of what you'll think of me. I feel like I have to keep it hidden. I have to hide who I really am. I'm interested in what that might be, but yeah, I feel like it's almost like she's created her own. I don't see her like thinking about you in a romantic way. I feel like she doesn't think of you that way, but I do see her thinking about you. I mean, you're on her mind. I just don't see her being honest about who she is to you. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't see her being romantic. I see her just you are on her mind, but I don't see it being like a thing. I just see you yeah. I just see her needing to be open with you about things. I just don't see her I feel like she's holding back. She's holding secrets. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, Krati. Um Hey Zoe, what are Manny's feelings towards me? He was a good friend. I pushed him away because he was coming too close. Will he reconnect back? Okay, let's see what we have to say about Manny. Interesting. I feel like he's still a part of your world, like a part of your community. And I feel like he's blaming himself for a lot of it. There's like, I feel like he still does really care, but I just feel like he feels like he's the one to blame. Like he did something wrong, not you, which is interesting. I feel like he's taking a lot of it on his shoulders. Like maybe he feels like he didn't give you that opportunity to open up. And I just feel like I'm getting this card. I know I messed up everything. And with the founder, I feel like you haven't built it's almost like you are part of each other's lives, but you both share something. I feel like you're part of each other's community. You both have built something already, and it's almost like the difficult part is building up on it. I hope that makes sense. I feel like this person, no matter what, this person is in your life. I don't see him going anywhere, but I just feel like he's blaming himself. He's taking it all kind of the wrong way. So I think it's really important that you clear this up. I feel like there's a lot of um, things kind of manifesting for the both of you in the future. I feel like you're both kind of leveling up in life, and I feel like there's a lot of abundance and excitement coming through. I don't know. I feel like you consider him family, maybe. Um, well, I mean, there's a lot of different types of communities out there, but I just feel like this person is still a part of you. This person is a part of your life. This person is a part of, they're not going anywhere. And I feel like no matter what, this person hasn't forgotten about you, but I also feel like they're holding a lot of like self doubt, self blame. And I think it's really important that you clear this up because the two of you could, I'm actually seeing you could actually like have some kind of, I feel like if you were together, it would be beautiful. Like there's a sense of you building a family or building a foundation together. I'm actually seeing there's a lot of potential for growth, potential for being with this person. Yeah. But even if you've never met him, I just feel like there's a lot of like compatibility, a lot of chemistry, you know? I feel like he's kind of just blaming himself. He's kind of accepted that he messed up. And there's a sense of like him not wanting to, yeah, him not wanting to be with you because he feels badly. I feel like it's not even about him blaming you or upset at you, which is interesting. So I guess the question is like, are you okay with that? You know, my throat hurts. Hang on. Yeah. I don't see him like wanting to reach out to you. I feel like he's there's so much potential, but unless he can get out of his own way, I don't see it happening. I do feel like this is a really this isn't over, you know? I feel like if you guys can get out of your own way and build on that friendship or, connection, whatever you have, it's going to be okay. But I also feel like you've built them up to be this person. It's interesting. It's almost like you're putting him on a pedestal. And I think he knows he can't match that, is what I'm getting. So, yeah, I feel like there's a sense of needing for you both to kind of learn a lesson and then move forward. Yeah, interesting. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on here because I feel like there's so much more to your connection. And I'm seeing so much potential, which is really interesting to me. I'm only doing one question. If you would like to ask another question, you are welcome to book a reading with me or tune into another live. But thank you, Kashish. All right, Emanuela, what are your Sipuni's current energy towards me? I feel like there's a lot of things that are out of balance in this energy. I feel like there's a lot of like stress, you know? I'm seeing a lot of stress, a lot of like angst is what I'm getting. Let me see what else. But I do feel like this person is really into you. They're very attracted to you. They're very into you. I actually feel like there's such a strong attraction that it's almost like it doesn't matter how messy things are in life. It's almost like that it just is so powerful. Yeah, I feel like this person is deeply attracted to you. And I feel like there's a lot of like sexual energy coming through, a lot of like, um, this person is inspired by you. They're very turned on by you. They're very into you. But yeah, I do feel like it's kind of crazy. It's like you both have to find a way to meet each other halfway. If you can't do that, it won't work. But I'm telling you, this person really is so into you. Like they're so attracted to you. It's hot. Like I'm even getting hot just like thinking about it, just reading it. But yeah, it's intense. And I feel like this person wants to go the extra mile. Yeah. Yeah, but I do see them being very feisty, like very attractive. There's definitely a fiery energy. And it's almost like you guys tempt fate a little bit, like you're testing the waters. I'm seeing like you guys see how far you can go almost before things blow up. Um, but I do feel like you guys need to like there's almost like this fantasy going on. I feel like there's like you're living in this fantasy, but it's like you need to like have a reality check almost and kind of clean up this mess because even if you have feelings, I just feel like they're not you have to decide whether the situation can kind of sustain that. Does that make sense? Because right now I just see the spark. I see a very strong spark. I also feel like yeah, I'll stop there, but I mean, that's the thing. I just feel like it's so messy. Like, I think that definitely it could be the reason why he's not doing that. Um, I think in a way he likes living in the mess. There's something about it that is very comfortable, I would say. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot that comes from destruction. Sometimes the fire ignites. You know how when you have like makeup sex or breakup sex and how it's so much more exciting? I feel like it's kind of like that energy of taking something so like, messy and like if it were all kind of healthy, it wouldn't be the same to him. So either you embrace the mess or, you know, you yeah, I just feel like this person is very turned on, very attracted, but it's very messy. Like that's basically it. Chaos. So unless you both can meet each other halfway within the chaos, it's not going to work. But now at least you know. Okay. Thank you, Emanuela. Thanks for sticking by. I know you've been here for a while. I can't really get to everyone in time. Okay, so next, let's see. I'm seeing Angie. Hey there. May I please ask if Ree and I will be in a relationship with each other? Thank you. Let's see what we have. Hmm. So I actually do see that a relationship is possible, but I feel like there's a lot of like trust issues, is what I'm seeing. It's almost like, can you get out of your own way? Let me see. I feel like having a friendship is really important in this situation before you can even have love. But it's almost like this person was gone before you even, it's like they broke your trust. I'm seeing them feeling like they have trust issues. I'm seeing they have trust issues and it's almost like they don't want to be with you or like they kind of want to be the one to like break your trust first because they don't want to get hurt. I feel like this person doesn't want, it's like they want to get, let me rephrase this. Okay. Okay. I feel like this person has trust issues to the point where they might sabotage what you have because they know it's good, you know? They know it's good. I feel like, yeah, and even if you are a good person, I feel like because of the past, there are things that he's holding on to. And it's almost like, when someone, I'm not saying this is, but this is an example of this kind of energy. When someone breaks up with someone because they're afraid of getting hurt first, even though like they don't want to feel the pain. I feel like this person is kind of like that here. I feel like he's sabotaging. It's almost like I feel like yeah, I feel there's this sense of sabotage, a sense of like he doesn't want to get hurt, so he's going to sabotage it. And all you can do is try to build those, you know, build that foundation of friendship because without it, it's like it's not going to work. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you're a good person just through the cards, through the energy. And I just feel like this is more of like his mind, his past. I'm resonating. He's keeping me at arm's length. Yeah, I feel like it's almost like he's afraid of getting hurt, so he is keeping you at arm's length. Like he does have trust issues. The Chariot. Okay. It's almost like, yeah, I feel like there's this desire to have this lifestyle right now. It's almost like he's hiding behind this lifestyle in order to not fully give himself to anybody. I don't even think it has to do with you. I feel like the past has hurt him. I'm seeing like that no matter how loyal you are, it's almost like he's holding on to what he has. There's like, when some guys want to keep the single lifestyle, the bachelor lifestyle, this kind of reminds me of that, where he doesn't want to fully give himself or commit. And it's like, yeah. But I do feel like there's a lot there, like a lot of chemistry, but it has to start out in a platonic way. It has to start out as friends. It has to be like a friendship, because if not, it's going to feel like you're out of the picture. And I don't like that, but I also feel like it's not really, he doesn't mean to do it. I feel like he has a lot of trust issues from the past. I don't know if he's been hurt or cheated on, but I feel like there is just this vibe of someone really broke his heart or really hurt him, a sense of betrayal. And so it's almost like he doesn't necessarily commit because he doesn't want to be hurt. So if he's keeping you at arm's length, I mean, it makes sense based on this. But I also think in this situation, you really need to do what's best for you. And you might have to like go out and fight for it. I feel like there's a sense of like, you need to show him that you're in his corner, you know? Um, and I do feel like if you want to prove that you trust him and that there's trust, you also might need to put yourself out there. With the raindrops here, it's like take a chance on him. Take a chance. You might have to put your heart on the line just to kind of show that first step of faith and actually assert yourself. Like actually like try to show that you're willing to go the extra mile to the point where he doesn't doubt anymore. I really don't think it has to do with you, this trust issue. But I do think if you don't go about it the right way, or if you just wait and you're too passive, it won't work out. So that's what I'm getting here, is that he'll probably freak out or leave or whatever because of like fear, because of his own lack of trust. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much, Angie. I want to know what, let's see. Okay, Santa. I want to know what my ex feels for me. I'm currently pregnant with our second child, and he doesn't ask about my pregnancy. He looks at me with hate. I left him 4 months ago. Thanks. Okay. I'm sorry you're going through that. I feel like right now he's really in the situation of trying to figure out the future. And I feel like Let me see. Yeah, I feel like he's moved on, and he's also pretending to not care about you. I feel like if someone tried to talk to him about you, he would just try to like act like he doesn't care, or like he's not even there. Like he doesn't even think of you, but that doesn't necessarily make it true. I feel like his long-term plans are not very concrete, and I think that's what's really important, is like creating these like long-term plans, and whether you're in them. Like, how is your family going to work? How are things going to come together? I feel like there's a lot of animosity. He doesn't even like seem phased by you right now. It's almost like he is over it. I feel like he's over it. There's a sense of like indifference is what I'm getting. Um and I just feel like so far he's kind of cruised off of you. Yeah, I just feel like he's very like he just does his own thing. I feel like he's kind of cruising off of you, and it's almost like he's not actually making serious long-term plans. I feel like he's definitely moved on, and I actually see him into another person right now. I feel like whatever connection you had, he's lost it. And I think he's really trying to figure out how to take himself more seriously and his life more seriously. And unfortunately, I feel like this is the time where he's going to try to do that. He's probably going to try to kind of create the life he wants without you. So I do see he has moved on. But I also feel like for you, I actually see love for you with someone else, which is interesting. I feel like I'm actually seeing like marriage and commitment coming through for you. So I feel like even though things didn't work out with this person and you're dealing with a lot of changes clearly right now, right? I just feel like the future is really bright for you as well. And I think the more you're focused on that, the more this person will your feelings will like become less intense for them, because I feel like, yeah, I mean, I'm getting that. I'm getting that this person, and I do get a sense of arrogance from him. I feel like there's like an arrogance, almost like he acts like he can just not take for granted, but I feel like an overconfidence, kind of a cockiness. I'm getting like he thinks that he has it all in the bag. But I think you're also giving him that power a little bit. Like, none of this is on you, okay? I actually feel like there's a physical attraction has disappeared too. I feel like, that's very important to him. And I feel like there's a lot of like kind of a shallow, his emotions are very shallow when it comes to you. Yeah. But just so you know, there's a lot of stability in your future. I feel like things are moving forward for you. And even though this is a rough time, because you have your pregnancies, things are shifting, and you're, you still have to deal with this person. I do feel like there's a lot of support on your side, and you do have a lot going for you. So hang in there. I love this. You can manifest your every wish. I just feel like this person, they think they have it all in the bag and that they're better than you, but you are so like abundant right now. And I feel like love is coming towards you, commitment, community. And I just feel like there's going to be more to celebrate. I'm also seeing like a celebration coming up that's really big. And that is going to be something very joyful. And I just think that your life, even though he's, not the good, not the good part right now, is going to make things so much more things are just going to get more interesting and more exciting and more abundant. I'm seeing new opportunities, new love, things working out. So hang in there. Okay. Well, congrats ahead of time. I think that there's going to be a lot of energy around that birth, like positive energy, not negative energy. Don't worry. Um, and I don't do like readings on pregnancy or health or anything, but I can tell you that there's a lot of like positive, joyful energy around the birth. And I feel like this is a new chapter for you. So yeah, you can definitely book a reading. You can go to zoethepsychic.com on my website. It's also in the description box below. So feel free to check that out. Thank you. All right. So who is next? Thank you, Santa. Okay, Navi. Let's see. I don't see your question, so I'll go to Vinay. Let's see. Why does my life feel like it's stuck, spinning in place? How do I get out of the funk? Oh my gosh, I feel you. Well, you know what? Lunar eclipses are like the best. Just give me a sign. Are you still here? Oh, I didn't see Magnets Millions, but I'll get to you if I can. Let me just see if Vinay is here. Okay, I haven't heard from Vinay, so I don't know if that means he's here, but we shall come back to you if you're still here. Okay. All right, Magnets Millions. Let's see. Hello. Can I get your insight on my future husband, please? My name is Gina. Okay, Gina, sorry. Wow. I feel like this is a really exciting time for you because I feel like this person is really close. I actually see you having children with them. I see children in your life. Oh, I'll get back to you, Vinay, when I'm done. Sorry. Okay. I also feel like with the butterfly, I feel like this person is someone who travels. I'm seeing like them traveling, but I also feel like there's a lot of like transition going on. I feel like the lifestyle they're living is not necessarily as stable right now. And I feel like you're going to meet them while they're kind of in a transition phase. But it's really exciting because this person is very adaptable. I feel like there's a lot of like really exciting positive energy coming through. And also, I'm getting that they could be a Pisces. I also feel like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of Pisces energy. Oh my God. And I'm also getting Aquarius. You might even be dreaming of this person. I feel like this is a very exciting time. I get that this person is probably divorced or like they've had a difficult relationship in the past. I don't see them being someone who dates around. I actually feel like they are very, when they do commit, they're very serious and they don't just, you know, they don't just go they don't just like date around. They actually like have very long-term serious relationships. I think this person is very like intelligent. I could see them doing something that's very intellectual. And I feel like they're very intellectually stimulating. They have this desire to learn, and I feel like they're really good at teaching. There's a sense of like being a teacher, being someone who's very organized. which is interesting. I feel like they have aspirations. Um, and at first, you might think this person may be more of my friend because you're not used to someone so healthy, like so put together. But I also feel like this person has an old soul, like they're very wise. Um, yeah. I also feel like, and at first, it might feel like the spark isn't there, but it will come if you are able to sit with them. I just feel like this person has kind of always known what they want. They could also be on the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces. I feel like this person is very career oriented as well. So I think they're really big on, trying to provide for their family and trying to be someone who makes money. I could see them, working for a nonprofit as well. But it's interesting because they may not be your usual type, but I feel like um, there's somebody that's going to be very attractive to you. But it's a slow burn. I feel it's a slow burn. Um, yeah. I think I'll stop there because I'm only doing one question. So I hope that was a little bit insightful for you, but you're welcome to book a reading with me if you have more questions. It's very exciting. Thank you so much, Gina. Okay. So, Vinay, are you still there? I haven't seen you in a while, so you know what? I'm just going to answer it because I have a feeling you'll stop by. Why does my life feel like it's stuck, spinning in place? How do I get out of this funk? Okay. Life is weird. Woo! I feel like this is a time where a lot of things just have been falling apart for you. And it's like there's a lot of stressors going on. And it might be really difficult for you to focus on new beginnings and starting over. I feel like you do have there's something you've been working on for a while, a creative endeavor. I feel like you have a vision for how you want your life to be, or like you have some kind of idea, but I just feel like it's about making that vision happen. And I feel like this is the time where it's going to come true. This is the time where you're going to kind of pick up all the pieces. And I think you're going to make something even more beautiful from the rubble, from whatever explosions have happened in your life. This is a time of major endings, major transformations. I feel like this is about letting go of the things that are not serving you and kind of not holding on to that. And I just feel like right now, life for you it's really a transition. There's really a lot of transitioning going on. I actually see, I don't know if you're learning or like studying, but I'm seeing like studies or like I feel like this is the time where you really need to be putting a lot of effort into studying because I feel like whatever resources you can harbor now or harness now is going to help you. And I also feel like there's a lot of different people in your life telling you, like what they think or who to be or how to act. But I just think that for you, it's about listening to you. I also see love coming into your life, which is going to propel you because you're going to want to be somebody for that person. I'm getting this feeling of like being inspired by that person. Yeah. So yeah, so this is a really positive time for you. I think that the destruction, the feelings of like hopelessness and ending and stress, that's all, moving away. And I think you have to really narrow down on your vision. Focus on that vision. Focus on what you want to create because this is the perfect opportunity for that in your life. This is a new chapter. Yeah. I think burnout has been an issue for you, like creative burnout. And I feel like you can get very busy one minute, you go through like phases. So yeah, I just think that you being productive is a good thing, but also make sure you don't like go too hard, you know? I feel like you can get very intense when it comes to being keeping busy and being productive and make sure you're focusing on like your priorities as opposed to just like trying to take care of everything. Okay. You're welcome. I just need to drink some stuff. It's my throat. Okay. I'll probably stop soon. All right. Xana. Hello. Will Zeka give me money? He is supposed to help me. I feel like this is not going to go in your favor. So I don't see it happening. But let me see what else I can find out. I feel like you have to earn it. I'm just seeing this feeling of needing to earn it and like to work really hard on yourself. I don't see this person like coming in and handing you money. I feel like the support you're going to get is going to come from like yourself and your growth. I feel like there's a lot that you still have to learn. You have a long way to go. And I feel like this person is dragging their feet. So thank you, Vinay. Yeah, I try. I appreciate that. Okay. Shirley, may I ask, will T reach out to me on or before my birthday next week? Let's see. Okay. So I'm asking the cards, your question, and I'm getting that this person is not going to reach out to you. I feel like it's going to happen when you least expect it. And I feel like this person definitely has been contemplating it, but I feel like what the cards are saying is you just need to do it. You need to do it yourself. I feel like this is something that if you've been waiting for it, it's more going to, be helpful for you if you actually take this into your own hands. I feel like you have been Sorry. I feel like there's a certain vulnerability that you need here, and I think that this is more of a lesson like for you, honestly. I don't actually see this person calling you during that time. But happy birthday. Love that. All right. I have an interview. Natasha. Okay. I have an interview for a job tomorrow, hired through a hiring company. Will this job be a good fit for me? Love this question. I love it. Okay. I feel like the job, it will be, here's the thing. I feel like it's more you that is the problem because I feel like you're going to find fault with the job even when it's something that you could probably change. I think you're like a product of your environment, and I feel like whatever environment you're in, is really going to be about how well you tolerate it and how well you handle it. And the thing is, I think this job has the potential to be a really like work out really well, but I feel like for you might create the scenario where it's not well. Like you need to be able to be flexible, you need to be able to be more open, and I feel like this job is going to test that. It's going to test your boundaries a little bit, and I'm just getting that it's more like your own mind, your own, head. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but I just feel like it's not as simple as whether this job is good for you, whether it works for you. Like this job is what you make it. So what I'm seeing is that you have what it takes to make this job really work. And I actually feel like you could be really good at it. This is going to be like very successful. But I also feel like you have a tendency to notice when things aren't working. Like you can see the flaws that other people can't see. I feel like you're really detail oriented. And I just feel like you're seeing when what's not working. And I feel like that might really take over. So that's what the cards are telling me here. This is my question, please. Well, I answered. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. I'm only going to do a couple more, guys. Okay. All right. Vigi. Yeah, Natasha. I think that I wanted to tell you like this job is going to be great, but I think it's more like this job can really work in your favor, but you have to make it work. It's like one of those situations where, yeah, you have to try to like not see the worst in it, not see all the cracks and tears in it if you want it to work. Okay. I'm losing my voice, so I'm only going to do like 3 more. Okay, Vigi Gwendon. Hi, should I preserve with online teaching and quit my current job? I don't know if you mean persevere. I'm not sure. I don't want to answer that question until I know. So, um, Sonali. Okay, what's Oh, okay, Vigi. You mean persevere, right? Okay. Wow. I feel like your motives need to come into question because I feel like the reason you want to do your online teaching, it also comes with wanting to run away from what you're really good at. I feel like it's more about doing what's easy. So this is interesting. Let me see what else I can find. I feel like you have to do what's like follow your passions and follow what you like to do. And I think the question here isn't really about whether you're going to run away. I mean, whether you're going to, you know, persevere at your online job. I mean, your online teaching or quit your job. I feel like it's more like choosing between your hobbies or like the things that you're really passionate about that bring you joy and also, getting rid of things that are or choosing between things that are like your duties or things you're really good at. And I think, yeah, I feel like this is the time for you to just really focus on the new things, like things that have potential for you. I'm getting this new door opening for you. And I know that's not the answer to your question, but I feel like the cards are overriding it. It's interesting. I feel like the cards are telling me like you need to do what makes you happy. You need to do the things that are, that are like giving you more potential. And I definitely feel like this could definitely mean just staying at the job you are at for a little longer. I think the reason the cards aren't giving me a forthcoming answer is because it's almost like you're not ready. I feel like you need to stay where you are because you're not in a position just yet where you can just quit your job. I just feel like there's too much of a risk. I feel like you're in a situation where you're still working through things. And I'm also seeing like, yeah, I feel like this really comes down to your own happiness and your own need to explore, your hobbies and what makes you happy. But at the same time, I do see that this job is really giving you something that you need right now. So I don't see it being a good time to quit. I feel like you really do need to set very strong boundaries, though, surrounding this job. Okay. Okay, Chicky Lexi, will I get that job interview for this week? Okay, I'm gonna do one more after this because I'm losing my voice. So, um, I feel like you're not going to get it because when the enchanter comes up, it means someone is deceiving you. So I feel like there's a chance you might think you're gonna get it and then it not working out. I feel like there's something that they're not telling you, something that is wrong. So I don't see you necessarily getting it. But I also feel like they could offer you something else. It's interesting. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they're not being honest with you. I feel like I'm seeing something being over before it begins. So, yeah. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Thanks, Vigi. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I feel like things are kind of headed in kind of a negative direction when it comes to your career. So I feel like this is a really important time for you to kind of get clear on what you're looking for and let go of whatever. Like, I feel like you're holding on to things that are not helping you when it comes to your career. There's a lot of like people not being honest with you. So in regards to your question, I feel like this could definitely mean that this job is not being honest with you. This job might not be, you know, clear to you. I feel like there's a lot that you're missing. And honestly, I think you're actually skipping, like you're dodging a bullet, is what I would say. I feel like there's a sense of like, this job is not what you think it is. And you're dodging a bullet by not getting it. But I do see multiple options coming through for you in the future. So I actually see you needing to make a choice between two different positions. So be very careful with who you trust when it comes to this job and really trust your instincts. You're going to have to make a really difficult decision about it. So I would say that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could give you say yeah, you're going to get the job, but I honestly feel like you're going to dodge a bullet. Like I feel like there's stuff they're not telling you. And even if you did get this position, it would not be in your best interest because it's like there's deception, there's dishonesty going on. And I feel like it's going to go against your best interest. So, all right. One more, guys. So, I'm glad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick then. Sonali, are you still there? Whoever's next, I'll do. Okay. So what's coming in my love life? Let's see. Ooh, this is a really exciting time for you. I feel like this is a time that is very romantic. I'm seeing a lot of romance. Wow. I feel like there's a sense of all eyes on you. I feel like this is like your time to shine and come through. And I see lots of people being very attracted to you. It's intense. I also feel like, I don't know if you dance, but I feel like going dancing is actually going to be in your favor. I see you dancing with someone that actually turns into something exciting. I feel like socializing is so important right now. But I also get that your heart overreaches. It's almost like you give so much of your heart that sometimes you can cross your own boundaries. And I feel like you can get very carried away, And I think that's something you need to be more careful about is like not letting yourself get too carried away, not letting yourself like make too many I feel like you tell people things too fast. I'm seeing some like verbal like expression but like too much. It's like too fast. Like maybe you speak too much about yourself on the first date, or say things that are too personal. And I think like, obviously if someone really likes you, they wouldn't care about that, right? But I do feel like you need to kind of not play all your cards at once. Like you have to leave some mystery. I think some people, they don't need to know every single thing. And so it can make you look like a hot mess. It can make you look messy. And I just feel like this is just the time for you to, you know, explore your own self-expression. Oops. I also feel like it's about finding your posse, like finding your like boundaries, but also finding like the people in your life. And I think that there's been a struggle with that here. So yeah. Ooh, I feel like this is a very unpredictable time. I'm seeing a lot of like people coming into your life that are just like very random. I'm seeing very unpredictable kind of lots of people coming in that you would least expect. And this is a very like exciting experience. And honestly, I think you should just really enjoy the moment because it's really beautiful. I see happiness for you. I feel like putting yourself out there is a must, but also learning to not like say too much, you know? Unfortunately, with dating, we have like the dating game. So, yeah. All right. Okay. I think I'll do one more and then I'll stop. But thank you. Stella, hi, I'm new. Welcome, welcome. What are William's future actions towards me? No communication separated. Yikes. I feel you. Let's see what the cards have to say. Thanks, Sonali. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So, William. Oh, I feel like I'm seeing William chasing you. I actually feel like there's a sense of pursuit here. But I also feel like there's distractions, lots of distractions going on. And I just feel like that's what's really holding you back is the distractions. Let me see what else here. I feel like this person knows what they want, but I also feel like they're trying to kind of figure themselves out because they have put so much on the line before. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I feel like that's very telling. Like this person, you are on their mind, you are their focus. And so even if you're separated and there's no communication, I just feel like if this person keeps up that energy, oh my God, it's going to be intense because I definitely see them being playing an integral role in your life and it's not over. I feel like there's a lot of fire, but I also feel like their ego gets in the way. I'm seeing a strong ego. I feel like this person does not like to be told like who they are or how to be. It's almost like they have a very strong energy, strong aura, and when they want something, they really go after it. But I feel like this person is still constantly thinking about you. You're constantly on their mind, you know. So it's a very exciting time for you, but I also feel like they're wary because things have blown up or like they can see things blowing up, you know? Yeah, I feel like there's like a reckoning coming with them. It's almost like karma is it's like they're going to face karma and it's going to propel them to want to speak with you, to want to talk with you. So I definitely see them reaching out to you. I feel like it's not over. You are the center of their world right now. And I feel like their ego is really getting in the way. There's a lot of pride. So, yeah, but the thing is, yeah, and I think, like, that's the sad thing is that he's just getting in his own way too. I just feel like he has such a strong ego, and he wants to be like this strong person. It's like he wants to kind of create this armor on himself. I'm seeing armor, but I do feel like you have the potential to have like something really beautiful with this person, and they haven't forgotten about you and they still think about you. And so, I just feel like this is the time where they're going to kind of have this wake up call. But I feel like he's wary because it's almost like he knows he's like a ticking time bomb, is how he feels. But yeah, I just feel like this is going to be a really beautiful experience, but he has to get out of his own way. Like, it's sad. And honestly, you have to decide if that's what you want. If you want someone, if you want to wait. I feel like now that he feels like he can't have you, he wants you even more. Um, and I just think that like there's something so beautiful and perfect when it does work, you know? So I feel you. I feel that. But I also feel like you might have to move on and let him go in order for things to kind of come back around. And that's tricky, you know? I feel like honestly, I feel like you know that you deserve to be with someone who wants you as you are and who doesn't like, who wants that full acceptance and that love. And I just feel like for him, if you're able to move forward and really like focus on your own energy, I feel like what's meant to be will happen because he's so focused on you. And honestly, I feel like that's making it hard for him to work on his own, like, clearly his own trauma, his own, you know, challenges. So I hope that's helpful. Let me see. Oh, okay. I'm gonna answer one more. I keep doing this. Okay. Thank you, Stella. Okay. Marceline. Valentine Shadows. Ooh, it's a very fun name. Welcome, welcome. What is your question? Remember that you guys can also book a reading with me on my website. I have pre-recorded readings, and I also do Zoom readings. So make sure to book a reading, zoethepsychic.com. Okay, is my cat gonna be okay? He ran away and I'm really worried. I miss him. Oh. Oh my God, I cannot imagine how scary that must be. I'm sorry. Let me see what the cards have to say. I don't usually do lost pet readings, so I will try to look at the energy of the situation, but I may not be able to. We'll see what the cards have to say. Okay. I feel like the cat is, I just sense this loss, honestly. Yeah. I don't see it being the news that you want, which is really sad. I feel like, yeah, I feel like this is just a time of healing for you, honestly. Yeah. Oh, this was so depressing. Oh my God. Yeah. I feel like the cat, I don't see them like getting hurt. I actually feel like they're going to find Maybe someone else is going to find them, but we shall see. Remember, the future is not set in stone and it's always changing. So, this is just based on the current energy that I'm seeing here. But yeah, it does not look like the cat is going to find you again, but I don't see them being like hurt. I see them just maybe finding a different family to help them and then go from there. Yeah. Ugh, okay, I need to do one more reading because that made me sad. I'm sorry. Okay. What? Okay, let me see. Nancy, what is coming towards me in love? Single Nancy. Okay, let's hope for some good news. Just to the vibe a little. Wow. Okay. I feel like this is a really exciting time for you when it comes to love. Honestly, I'm seeing like divine timing really coming into play. And just, I feel like everything is unfolding like it's meant to. There is somebody coming into your life, and it's going to cause like, this person's going to rock your world. I feel like this person's going to cause a lot of um chaos. Wait, me too? Is that your name? I'm not sure I understand. Sorry. Okay. I feel like things are really shifting for you. I'm seeing you being able to, like, it feels like things are happening to you. People are coming into your life. Destiny is coming into your life. Okay. Um, yeah, destiny's kind of taking the reins. I feel like this is a time where you're going to meet people who just kind of change the course of your love life. This is exciting. Everything is coming to a head. I feel like the person that you were meant to meet is finally coming into your life. And I just feel like this is the time where you are trying so hard. The more you try, the harder it is, basically. I feel like there's a lot of people that might be your friends, but maybe it turns into something more. I'm actually seeing like a friendship turning into more. I think there's been a very strong focus on actions, like on what your actions are, but I also feel like, yeah, I just feel like love hasn't been easy for you, and now is the time where there's radical changes and just really new things. I feel like, yes, I feel like you do need to surrender to this. It's not something you have power over. You don't have power over destiny. But I do feel like, yeah, well, I feel like you're going to make friends, and I just see them turning into something more. So I think it's really important for you to not try to force anything to happen. Like, if you meet someone new that you're attracted to, don't force it to be a love match, you know? Just go where it takes you. Go where, try to surrender to it, because I feel like those feelings, I'm sensing like strong feelings from somebody coming into your life. I do feel like there's a lot of emotions that you need to get under control. I'm getting like a strong sense of like instability emotion wise. Um, and I feel like for you, important for you to like protect your heart, but also strengthen it and strengthen your ability to manage and control your emotions. So I'm only answering one question. You're welcome to book a reading with me if you would like to learn more, but one question per person. All right, guys. All right, I'll do one more. I'm glad that was helpful. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So, Maria, hi. Hope all is well. I'd like to ask what to expect between Alvin and I this month. Okay. Okay. Well, what I'm already getting is that this person, I feel like they're on your radar, on your path. I feel like you're going to run into them so much. Oh my gosh. It's almost like they are in your orbit and they just can't, they're orbiting around you. And I'm also getting that there are a lot of like really difficult decisions you're going to have to make surrounding them. Like it might feel like this is finally the time where decisions are being made, where things are actually coming to fruition and you're not letting fate determine what happens. You're actually taking charge of it. I just feel like this is the time of really trusting your instincts and really like leaning into love and exploring it. I feel like there is no direction right now of where it's going. And so this is the time where you're actually like figuring it out. This is intense. Let's see. I feel like there is a lack of direction. And I also feel like this person doesn't really know you. It's interesting. I'm getting that this person doesn't know you that well, or that they just don't act like they know you. It's almost like they're pretending not to know you. They're pretending that you're not in their life, even when it's very clear that they are. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like you just can't get, it's like they can't get enough of you. I don't know if they're looking at photos of you. I feel like they're looking at photos of you, like maybe online or wherever you are. I'm just getting the sense that they need to see you. They need to be around you. This is not the time where they're playing games. I do feel like they can be kind of immature. Interesting. But a lot of the time, I feel like the only thing holding them back from you is just anxiety. Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like I don't react when people mention you. So I just feel like this person doesn't really like talk about you. They don't really know you. But I do feel like that doesn't mean that they don't see you and that they aren't into you. I actually feel like they are looking at, like, I don't know if you're on Instagram, but I feel like they're scrolling pictures of you is what I'm getting. And I also feel like they don't really know what they want in regards to the future, but I just feel like they're in their head a lot. I'm just getting that they're in their head a lot. And that, yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting this month is like they're in their head a lot. It doesn't really feel like it's going anywhere, but they're in your orbit. And I just feel like you keep running into them or you keep kind of, following them, following each other. It's kind of like a game of cat and mouse is what I'm getting. But I think that they're also overthinking a lot. Like I'm getting that they might be replaying conversations over and over again in their head or looking at you and like I just feel like they're so in their head that they're actually not acting. So that can be frustrating, but I do feel like there's a lot of healing going on their end, and so it might feel like uncertainty is really big in their life. I feel you. I got that. Yeah, I mean, it's just about like listening to your instincts and getting out of your head, because I just feel like that's a major theme, is just like trying to make all these difficult decisions. Yeah. Okie dokie. I am going to stop because my throat is dying and I tend to lose my voice easily. But this was really fun and really exciting. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will be posting an astrology video on Thursday. And also make sure that you, if you want to dive deeper, if you want to get a reading with me, feel free to book one on my website, zoethepsychic.com. The link is below. And if you enjoyed your reading and you would like to support me in any way, you can also donate. And you can also subscribe to my channel, yay. Okay, this was fun. Oh, happy supermoon in Pisces. Exciting. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in.